Hey gang, how are you? I just took Bolo out for a walk, so my glasses are a little look like sunglasses a little bit. I have the transitions. Let's see here. Tampa Tom, first in, color Guppies. Yeah, with the Guppies of the Mob, you're right. David Samsel wearing your Mob Guppy wear. Now that's cool. Thank you very much. It's kind of a big day. I'll tell you what's going on is that my I own shares in a horse, and he's running at in about an hour from now. His name is Wayno. And now don't think that's a lot of money because it isn't a lot of money into it. It's uh, through a website and a securities firm for horses called myracehorse.com. I actually have money into 10 horses. Wayno is the first, and Wayno was my first winner. He won last October, and then he got injured, and because of COVID and stuff like that, they just brought him back real slowly. He is the majority partner and managing partner is Spendthrift Farm, which is one of the big thoroughbred stallion farms. So this is his first race back. He's been training really well for the last month. And so if he wins today, that would be great. It's not my real goal with him. My goal is that I just want him to get through the race. And once he's through the race, I want him to I want him to come out well. Want him to be competitive, of course. If he wins, it'll be all the better. But it's really sort of the next race. So I'll be watching that as today's live stream goes on. Let's see what else is going on, gang. I don't know. I've been busy with the fish room. I've got to do some water changes and stuff. Probably later on today. I'll get some of those done, which will be good. And then I'm going to be doing what else do I have coming up today? I just have junk around the house. I have to go into the office sometime over the weekend. So not for long, like about an hour or so. I don't know if I'm going in tomorrow or I'm going in Monday. I haven't figured that out yet. I may go in tomorrow, mainly because I can go in nice and early, get my stuff done. I don't have to worry about anybody else being there. So I can get in, get what I get going in. Because Monday, people at my office, there will be a few people in and out of my office, and I have no idea if the area I need to work out of, whether people will be there wanting to be at. Generally the earlier you go, the better you are, but you never know. You never know, my friends. You never know. So so I'm pretty excited. So Wayno makes his big triumphant return. Excellent. Just finished feeding your tanks. In fact, I just did the same thing. I fed my Guppy tanks, all got frozen Cyclops for breakfast, and then I just fed them high quality flake food. I've got the Doug Gray high protein food, which I'll be feeding, mid afternoon, and then about 5 p.m. I'll be feeding brine shrimp, and then I'll do a little feeding right before bedtime. So there you go. What's up, Bolo? By the way, Monday's live stream, Big J's Fish Keeper, welcome. Monday's gonna be a big day because it's gonna be a special live stream honoring Bolo. Bolo on Monday is going to be a teenager. He's gonna be 13. So there you go. So I'm a big fan of I can't wait for him to be in and ready to go in, see what's going on there. So I'm kind of excited about the whole process. And so I'm excited as heck for for Bolo to to be all set up and ready to go. And so so we'll do a nice birthday thing for him. I was mixing up Hikari pellets and Fluval bug bites. There you go. It's a good idea. I need to get, and I've talked about this before, and maybe it's, now that I'm a fine homeowner, I'm having problems with things that aren't working. So today I went and I mowed the front yard only, mainly because, uh, the back, it was kind of wet. The grass kind of wet, rained yesterday. My backyard, especially all the way in the back, it's really wet. So it's not going to rain this weekend. So I'm gonna mow it on Monday, and so that's good. I'll get that mowed and do that. That'll be fun. And I have to borrow a ladder from one of my neighbors. I have a step ladder that I get into my aquariums. And I noticed a couple of places where, the flashing, between like the roof, a couple of places where it's loose and it's over the shingles. Now it's not a big deal to fix. I fixed the one up front, but I have three spots like that I started to notice in the last couple of weeks. Must have been because we had thunderstorms and high wind and stuff like that. So I fixed the one, but I'm not tall enough or my ladder isn't high enough. You make a decision for that. The driveway worked fine, but on grass it did. So Bolo's getting down. I just took him for an exciting walk. He's not pooped today, which basically means he's going to want to poop. Hopefully, not until I'm done with Wayne O. Wayne O running in the 6th race at Churchill Downs. He has really good odds on him. So it's and it's and he's actually with less weight. So he's only carrying 118 instead of 121 pounds. So it's yeah, if he pulls this off, it would be really, really good. And by the way, if he wins today, oh, what am I drinking? Well, I'm glad you asked, David. Ozarka water. Ozarka. Delicious and refreshing. I was going to drink Diet Dr. Pepper, but I knew I'd make people feel bad. Mmm. Cold. And all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's refreshing and delicious. Absolutely correct. Mm-mm-mm. So, yeah, so if Wayno wins today, my horse wins today, he, it's, let me text Doug Gray. All right. If Wayno wins today, I make no money except for going on the bets, mainly because he did water therapy for a month. He did this, and the horse is 25 grand in debt. Yeah, you're dealing with a horse that's pretty serious when they're $25,000 in debt. So, they want to have $32,000 in reserve. Because if he travels to California or to New York or to Florida, they're going to fly him. And so yeah, my horse gets flown. So so he will fly and go from there. Now, another one of my horses, the second horse I purchased, she just had her first race of the year. She also had some injuries going on, not big things, little teeny things. And she won on Thursday. She killed it. She went and destroyed it. So that was fantastic. I didn't know what to expect with her. She looked great. So she went off at she was the favorite, but still really good odds. Yeah, where the Guppy is the mob, Tampa Tom. Where the Guppy is the mob. Yes, I love horseradish. You know what I like? I'll tell you what. I don't do it as I don't grate it or ground it up, etc. I get it in horseradish mustard, horseradish brown mustard. Yeah, I love wasabi. I love things spicy. It's my ex-wife was Mexican. I can eat some spicy food, everybody. I can eat some spicy food. I love me some spicy food indeed. Yeah, it. I'll tell you what. I come from like a real mishmash of European cultures. German and French. Okay, really good cooking with the Germans. Really good. Thanks, David. Really good cooking with the French and the Germans. But then, okay, there you go. Yeah, India. Now that there you go. Chili pepper and cumin and everything. Absolutely. That's some spicy. Um, so those are pretty interesting cuisines. The English, not so much. The Norwegian, the Swedes, not that good. The food's not that good. There's a reason why there's not Norwegian restaurants or Swedish restaurants. It's just not, you can find a French restaurant, you can find a German restaurant, the food's really good. You can find the British or the English pubs, essentially they serve one thing and one thing only, fish and chips. Anything else you get there is going to be terrible. And they have good beer. So it's, but overall British cuisine is not that good. Not that good at all. It's I've been to Indian restaurants. I love it. I will tell you, even if you like hot food, don't order food from Indian restaurants hot. Also Sri Lankan, which I think is they're different countries, different cultures, etc., but they eat the same. They love cumin, they love chili pepper on things, and the Sri Lankans are lovely people as well. And what they do with their food is they say they make meat pies. One of the original American Indian code breakers. Kind of. I'm a little old for that. So, and by the way, every one of the code breakers, they're like, there's only like one or two surviving, and they're all like 90 something. God bless them. So the Sri Lankans, what they do is their cooking is very similar to Indian. Sikla is 23. How are you? Except for this, they Lisa Perez, what's up? Jesse, HC Agua, welcome to the live stream. And if you're here, say hi. I want to say hi to you. Thank you guys. 11 here, 6 thumbs up. Appreciate it. So, what they Sri Lankans do is they put everything into it. All that fine Indian cooking, they put it into a bread in the middle. Vinny the Mooch, how are you? Yeah, Sri Lankan. There was a place in Minneapolis when I lived there. It's no longer there, sadly, called the Sri Lankan Curry House, and it was fantastic. It was really, really good. And it's like with Chinese cooking. My favorite, by the way, the deal is most Americans don't understand about Chinese cooking. And it's very, very similar to what goes on like in Mexico or, that type of thing. Most of the Mexican restaurants we go to are Tex-Mex. Good luck finding any of that in Mexico. Most of those items are not available. They go, or if they're available, they taste totally different, and they're better in Mexico. They go in Chinese. My favorite region of Chinese cooking is Cantonese. Mushu pork. Oh my goodness, yeah, that's my deal. That's my bomb. Hey, bacon in the skillet. There you go. Thanks for lurking along with us. So yeah, so the fish room. I actually called my congressman the other day because I still have not received my refund, my payment, and I'm going. This is ridiculous. It's really stupid. So they're checking with the IRS for me. And so if you haven't received yours yet, you may want to go through there. Mother-in-law cooks Cantonese every day. Oh, there you go, Jesse. There you go. Yeah, it's a mushu pork, mushu tofu. Really good. Really, really good. And the deal is, Jesse, correct me if I'm wrong on this. Alice, how are you? Great having you here. We were just talking about cuisine of Norway. Um, so the deal is about what's the sauce that what's the sauce that goes on mushu pork? That cherry type sauce? My mind just went blank on it. On the name. Jesse, help me out here. Um, it can be sometimes if you go to some Chinese restaurants, it tends to be very, very sweet, almost too sweet, and it really shouldn't be that sweet. So it's so I prefer to ask, if you go in, okay, what do you do with this mushu sauce? I mean, is that what it is? Help me out, Jesse. My mind's gone blank here. Hey, thank you very much, Lumpy Dog. The sirens going off. Yeah, Alice, we were talking about in the United States. You can find. I come from a mix of European cultures. You can find really good German restaurants, really good French restaurants. You can find British restaurants, which are fish and chips. Nothing else they do really is that good. That is, English cooking is. Sorry, Brits, but it's just going on from there. And the Swedish Norwegian restaurants you really don't find now. The Norwegian thing, and I don't know. Alice, correct me. Here's the one Scandinavian food I really like. And again, I don't know if this is Swedish or Norwegian, so correct me. Torsk. Torsk, which is yeah, and Torsk is Norsk cod. Yes, absolutely cod. Steamed cod. You dip it into drawn butter. It's very delicious. What else? Lutefisk, lefse. What my dad loved with a capital L. Torsk. My dad loved with a capital L was he loved a Norwegian fruitcake. And he would order every year fruitcake. And from some bakery somewhere get delivered. And no one in the family would ever eat it. My old man, though, my dad never ate breakfast at home during the week, ever growing up. Never ate breakfast at home. I think he always stopped and got an egg as he was out making his way to work. When he had the fruitcake, he would always say, "Do you want a piece? Do you want a piece?" No. And when I was a kid, it's my old man loved. And by the way, Christmas cake, fruit cake, Norwegian. Is it pronounced this? Alice, help me out. Julekaka. Julekaka. Lekaka. Is that how it's spelled? Yeah, my dad would get Yulakaka. He'd put it in the toaster, throw some butter on it. It was that was. Did I pronounce it right, Alice? Did I pronounce it right? Yeah, Yulakaka. Terrible name. I did pronounce it right. You see, there you go. Christmas cake is what it means. Christmas cake. It's kind of like the Norwegian Pop Tart, yes. Now for Swedish food, what's really good with Swedish food is yep, Christmas cake. Yep. You see, again, and by the way, I am wearing I think I just wore this on a live stream just recently, my Tiger King. And Jeffrey Cunningham, how are you? Is Yulakaka almond flavored? No. It's let's see. All right. Hold on a second here. Yeah, again, my old man, it was just that was his deal. He loved himself. That he would never eat. Uh, he would never eat lutefisk. Lefse, yes. And we had lefse at family things. And colored guppies, I'll tell you what, Doug Gray is just killing it on Aquabid. He's selling his stuff like there's no tomorrow. Oh, you had Krenza cake at your wedding. There you go. It what's really good, but you have to sort of like get past the look. So general rule, when food comes out and it's served gray, the color gray, not Doug Gray food, um, it's you generally go, oh, I'll skip that. Swedish sausage is amazing. Renee, what's up? Glad to have you here. Love your video the other day. What's going on in your tubs? That was great. Yeah, you're not an idiot. Color guppies. Cold gray, Doug Gray with a side of sauerkraut. See, there you go. No, Jeffrey, I was just talking about that. I actually reached out to my congressman to look into it. I haven't received my flooring money yet. They're not giving me a thing. I think I called. They're looking at it, so hopefully I get it soon. I am so ready to get this flooring done. I want to get this fish room up. I had something, by the way. Being a homeowner now, I had something break. Hey, cabbage rolls and coffee. Good. Cabbage rolls are very good. So I reached out to my congressman. They're looking into it. I don't know why it's taking so long. Not yet. I'm not getting ready for Halloween yet. I will put out something from out in front of the house, and I'll have candy to give to the neighbor kids. Generally when I've been a renter, I have done things like, when I've been a renter, I've done things like, give out stuff that entertains me. Like I gave out bags of individually. Oh, I gave out bags of pork rinds one year, individually wrapped prunes. But now I live in a neighborhood where I bought a house and I have to, associate with these people. And I have good neighbors. I really like my neighbors, the ones I know. Some of them I don't know. And there are some little kids in my neighborhood, so I'm not going to give them. I'm not going to go out and give them delicious prunes or pork rinds. I'll pick up candy, but I'll pick up a candy I like. Even though I won't eat much of it, I'll end up bringing whatever I have left over to the office. Last year I had leftover individually wrapped prunes. You know what I did? I brought them to the office and I put an individually wrapped prune on everybody's desk. Halloween guppy calls, individually wrapped in breather bags. There you go. Or send the leftovers to you, Alice. Your boy wants to try more Russian food. I've had a little bit of Russian food. It's really good. It's everybody needs more guppies. Leftover candy, not dinner. Yes. I got to have lunch when I'm done here. I think I'm going to toast up a couple of pieces of bread and enjoy some delicious peanut butter. I think that's what I'm going to do for lunch. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. Dragon Lair, what's up? Send Alice all the prunes. Prunes are good. That's good eating, high in fiber and vegetables. Peanut butter and banana sandwich. Peter, you said something was broken or oh yeah. My garage door opener. My garage door won't close. I was out mowing the lawn this morning. I went in and I went to close it. It wouldn't close. So I unplugged it, plugged it back in. I made sure everything was set. I don't know what the deal is. So I'm going to have to call a repair guy. Got to go from there. You just got 4 trios for mains, tails, furs, and fins, all mutts. There you go. Pulling weeds all morning in your Redfoot tortoise pen. There you go. Yeah, so let's see here. We're a half hour away from Wayne O running. Wayne O. And let's see if he keeps at 15 to 1. And if he wins at 15 to 1, that's going to be pretty doggone sweet. 6th race, Churchill Downs. The great Wayne O will be running. So there you go. It's always easier to stick with a diet when your pants are too tight. Once they start fitting good again, the diet starts coming. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I am I'm fat. I'm finally back on my eating plan. I was off my eating plan for a while because my stomach was just killing me and I was just like I didn't know if I was hungry. Turned out I was just in pain. So I've been taking medicine to deal with that. And I'm like a new man. I'm like a new man. So let's see. Wayne O, my horse runs in 30 minutes. 6th race at Churchill Downs. Right now, the odds are like 15 to 1. If he wins that, they'll pay me nice money. Yeah, intermittent fasting. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I was on a plan. I about and I stopped going to the nutritionist about a year and a half ago because I moved to a new city and I haven't picked up with one. I need to do it mainly because of accountability. Being accountable for what you eat is a really important deal. So having like either a buddy or that's doing the same type of thing or what have you. So it was the wall. I pressed the wall button and it wouldn't go down. I did not try, David, and that's a good idea. I'll try my I'll hook it up and I'll try the garage door opener and see if that's a little bit better. Thank you very much, Lumpy Dog. Yeah, I've got on Get Gills, you can see my fish and my shrimp. And yeah, my fish are doing, fish are looking good. I have these two tanks in the rack that I can set up, and I probably should do that this weekend. I'll get that going on. Yeah, the process is so I dropped in 1 year 35 pounds, and I was really in good shape. I was hitting the gym, doing all that sort of stuff. Had my gallbladder ripped out, stopped eating the way I like to eat, and now I'm back on the plan. And being back on the plan is really good. I have no bolo picks for sale on Get Gills. It's no bolo picks. By the way, Monday you'll want to be here for a special edition of the Mobb Guppy live stream because Bolo is going to be a teenager. Thank you very much, Lumpy Dog. That's right. When you rob a bank, you want to be wearing a wonderful Mobb Guppy t-shirt. It's a good idea. And automatically puts me down as that first suspect. And then they'll show up and they'll go, they go, you have ink all over your hands and on your clothes. And you have a lot of money. And then we go to jail. Ozarka water. It's fresh and tasty. I have it really ice cold. It's amazing. Yeah, that's no, there you go. How about if I do this, David? Should I turn off the breaker to the garage, then turn it back on? I'll play with that when I go through there, and we'll find out if it's the wall switch or not. Alice, I don't, and I'll tell you why. Well, I have a Facebook friend. They're like cousins that I don't have. I don't have any contacts in Norway. My grandmother was an only child. I think her father was an only child. No, he had a sister. And her father, my great grandfather, died of a brain aneurysm when he was 37 years old. So, rumor has it that D.B. Cooper moved to Tennessee, changed his name to Bob Kaler many years ago. There you go. Many garages have GFI circuits. Check those. Maybe another room on the same line. Okay, I'll check that out. I have just one breaker, and it's I have one breaker, and it's in the garage. So I'll go ahead and do it. Rose Aquatics, welcome to the live stream. Great having you here. Yeah, the opener works well, but I did not try it when here's what happened. I went out, I opened the garage. Jeff, Valley Fish here. I went out to the garage, opened her up, went and mowed the front end of the lawn, didn't do the backyard because it's just going to be too wet back there. I have to wait a couple of days. And so I just, when I was done to close the garage, clicked it, and it wouldn't go down all the way. It went, it moved about 5 inches down, then went back up and so I unplugged it for a while. I don't know, but I'll do the thing with that, and let's see what happens. No, I went and checked that out. I did not wash off the beams, and maybe I could do that. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I looked at that, but I don't know. We'll find out. I'll play around with that and some more. Do that. I have nothing but water changes and stuff to do with my fish. Nope. Wayno was at 15-1 a moment ago. Now he's at 11-1. 11-1, everybody. So it's let's all hope this works. Wayno is the number 4 horse. And again, I'll be watching him very carefully as it goes on. Let's see here. Are you having a julep? You know what? I have I don't have any bourbon in the house. Normally I do. I have beer. I'll probably have a beer when I get to the Derby, not when my horse is running, because I'll be done then. I'll be like going, no. Thank you, Lumpy Dog. You did a good job with the being my guy, moderating. And well, you know what? Doug Gray could have been Chewy. Where is Chewy? Have I fallen out of has Chewy fallen and out of love with my live streams? I don't think he's been to the last several of them. Ah, there he is. Chewy's lurking. All right. Well, that's good. That's positive then. Your jokes drove Chewy away from fish. You have great dad jokes. They're funny. So I'm watching, by the way, I'm watching the feed, waiting for Wayno to come out, see how he looks. And he's still at 11-1. So if he wins today at 11-1, that'll pay me really nicely. He's definitely not the favorite. It's but we'll see how it looks. He has not been out. He's not been out for since last November, so it's ready for him to get going. Ready to go and get that going. Off in Russia. You see, that's the deal, is that, you know who loves my live streams? Vladimir Putin. Everything's about the Russians. By the way, Russian food's good. You know what else is really good? As far as like ethnic foods, uh, a good Peruvian chicken joint, really good. Oh, the Amica Splendid's fry, they're doing great. I have 2 drops of 9. They're growing quickly. They're eating a lot. I'll do a video on them. I got to clean the glass because I, didn't want to interrupt what was going on in there. So I'll do. Oh, you're 25% Russian. There you go, David. I've not had Bosnian food, but I would love it. I love different ethnic foods. I love soul food. Oh my goodness. Or as they call it in the South, country cooking, if it's white people. White people and black people eat the same food in the South. They just call it different names. There you go. It's so you can go to a country cooking place. Well, then you go from there. Yeah, so I have 18 fry. They're about 2 weeks apart. Hey, Jess, what up? Manes, tails, fur, and fins in the house. Your wife was 25% Russian, 25% Italian. There you go. Polish food's really good. Czechoslovakian food. Oh, that's really, really good. Yeah, soul food. Yeah, it depends. If you go to a restaurant in the South, it says country cooking. It's the same food that you'd find in a soul food place. The same thing. Mac and cheese. You know, black eyed peas, greens, all that sort of stuff. And if you go to a soul food place, what do they have? Mac and cheese, black eyed peas. It's greens. It living in the South, by the way, people I've lived in Texas and this sort of thing. And here's what I know about going to a barbecue place. Again, I don't eat a lot of meat, but I keep talking about it a lot because I enjoy it. I love it, but it's health. They have Anthony's Fishy Friends. How are you? No, cool fish come out of Russia, and some are related to the North American fish. Absolutely, they are. They both have salmon runs in both places. They also have sturgeon. Yeah, it's all good. So yeah, so the Amica Splendens fry. Let's get back to that. I'll do a video on that. I'll do a water change, today or tomorrow, depending on how everything goes. And then I will go and do. Once I'm done with that, I'll go and get. Um, I'll go and get. I'll do a video. I gotta scrape the glass because again, they were getting ready to drop fry, and I just kept hearing over and over again. Amica's are very, they don't do real well with a lot of changes. There's some algae, not a ton of algae, I see in the aquarium, but the recording a video would not be good. So I'm gonna go scrape that up real nicely, do a little bit of a water change, and then I'll do a video later on this weekend. And because I have nothing else going on, it's just gonna be me. I may do a live stream tomorrow, and of course Monday we'll be here at our normal time doing a live stream. So that's kind of exciting stuff. They have a healthy Atlantic salmon population, unlike us, North America, mainly because of Siberia, where they go in. And let's be honest here, nobody lives there. It's too damn cold, even for Russians. For Russians all the way around. So I'm looking I'm gonna give you a play-by-play. I'm looking at footage of the horses getting ready for race 6. The number 4 horse, Wayno, is I have actually 3 very small shares in him. I actually own 0.3% of this horse. 0.3%. So I mean, I owe very little in him, but he, he's all good. This will be his 5th race, first race this year. Wayno will be, he was a very expensive yearling. So, so hopefully he will do what he needs to do and will go out and win the race. I'm really in favor of it. And getting it all set up and ready to go. I'm watching horses walk by with their handlers. They're on looking at the 12 horse that's getting saddled. So we'll give a little play-by-play. Starts in 14 minutes, so we'll get back to fish here in a second. I just want to see Wayno walk by. And get ready to go and do what he needs to do. So the process of the Amica Splendens is that they're growing really well. The adults are not chasing the babies around. They're not chasing the babies around whatsoever, which is good. And the babies are eating really well. I mean, I put in cucumber yesterday, and they're doing fantastic. They're doing a lot of eating all the way around. So it's so again, I'm pretty happy with them. I have another 29 high that I have not set up yet, but I will set up here. I don't know, in the next few weeks, next month here. There's not a real hurry, but I need to probably do it. And I'll move the fry over there. And I have additional adult males, so I may put 1 or 2 of those over there, just because they chase each other around a little bit more. There's 5 males and 3 females that ended up developing from the 8 fry I got. They're growing in really nice. I mean, it's just it's fantastic. Fantastic. Hey, GRB Aquatics. Welcome to the live stream. Do they still use horse in the typical impressions of women that they pushed on Americans during the Cold War? I'm guessing. I am guessing. I am guessing all the way around. So, by the way, they're picking, the winners, and Wayno is not there in it. And again, I don't know what to expect. All I want him to do is have a good race, nice and solid, and have him, if he finishes anywhere near the front, I'll be happy, as long as he's feeling well and he's doing well afterwards, because he was injured. He went through water therapy. It's funny is that the other horse that I own that ran on Thursday and won, she was not nearly as expensive of a horse. She was like a $200,000 horse, which is expensive. But it's Wayno. They spent $750,000 for him as a yearling. So they want him to win. So he was getting water therapy. He was getting. I mean, they were like massaging his legs. I mean, he was cared for like there's no tomorrow. So that's People don't realize that about the racehorse thing. It's sort of like people who are take care of high end guppies, stuff like that, high end fish. Those things are cared for really, really well. Have you ever seen Mr. Ed? Yeah, as a kid, I watched that show. Goat's head soup. Hey, you know what's a real big meal in Mexico? For weddings, bar mitzvahs, anniversaries, for birthdays. It's a cabrito, which is baby goat, and delicious. So I'm busy here. I haven't seen Wayno yet. That may be him right there. Haven't seen him yet, but I know he's going to be. Oh, Wayne's now going to 12-1. I'm all in favor of that because if he wins, the payoff is nice. Ozarka water, delicious. Yeah, I must have missed Wayno. It's 6, 7. Yeah, they just brought him through the thing to bring him out to the. Oh, here they go. They're coming out of the deal. The 1, the 2. There's the 3. Now they're showing the guy playing the horn. I don't care about the guy playing the horn. I want to see. I want to see Wayno. It's the first 2 horses they brought up. One of them was way too excited, which is never good. You want to see them look professional, and you want to see them look good. So let's see how Wayno looks. Yeah, the 2 horse looks like is like fighting everything. So yeah, Wayno's looking good and walking along. He's looking real professional. So that's good news. So let's see how it goes in. Wayno's a real big horse, so I'll we'll watch that as we get closer, and I'll give you play by play as we go through and go from there. See, Chewy's banned from both countries, I believe I heard. Yeah, Gorky Park, absolutely great movie. Really a fantastic movie. I haven't seen that in a long time. I'd watch that again. The hostess of Beyond Russia is a looker. There you go. When I lived in New York City, there's a lot of Russian stuff going on in New York City. And they have some Russian places to eat and stuff. And I didn't go and dig into that. And I don't know why I did, because it's, generally when I was in there, it was like having a dinner for clients. And you would end up going to, um, steak joints. Or if you had a breakfast meeting, you'd go to they have a bunch of different diners in New York City and New Jersey for breakfast. There were a couple I really liked to go to. For lunch, there was a kosher joint that was right across the street from where I worked in Manhattan. That was terrific. And so I really liked that all the way around. So Yeah, I'm in favor of looking at of what's going on and getting that all ready to go. And I worked a block off Koreatown, and Koreatown was just, I mean, absolutely. If you've not been to a Korean restaurant where they do the Korean dumplings, oh my goodness, that is, I mean, highly underrated. And once you have that, it's really good. See you later, David Zamsel. Have a safe holiday yourself. That play, I don't remember the band at the Moscow. The Scorpions played there, I believe. Antelope near my work is like 90% Ukrainian Russians. Some are smoking out women at the Starbucks stores, driving new Cadillac Escalades on 24s. Yeah, you see, there you go. Yeah, Korean barbecue is amazing, but I'll tell you what, the thing that you have to find if your city has one, go to it is Korean dumplings. Oh my. Love Japanese food. I love Chinese food. My favorite Chinese food having to do with Cantonese. It's I love Mongolian. Szechuan I like too. It's a different type of hot, which is not necessarily my deal, but I like it. Um, yeah, the Italians and the Russians, you put them together, it gets very dangerous. So that's fun all the way around. 3 minutes, by the way, to race number 6. So I'm going to give you guys play-by-play. But first, before we go to the horse race, Ozarka water. It's fresh and delicious. Mmm, so good. If Wayno wins, then my phone will end up blowing up. So Wayno's 12-1, everybody. That's really, really good. And so the horses are doing their walking around, getting ready. They're almost not showing Wayno at all because he's not a favorite, which is fine. He looked really, really good though, so it's very, very serious. Yeah, Wayno is just cooler than a cucumber. So I'm watching a couple of these horses that are really lathered up, and Wayno is not lathered up. He's looking good. He's like it's exactly what you want to see. He's a little anxious there here, but again, he hasn't been on a racetrack for a long time. His race that he did win last year, it's the same jockey. So he feels good with him. Obviously responded to him. Now 13-1, everybody. Woohoo! Yeah, he's getting a little nervous now, which is which I don't necessarily want to see, but we'll go from there. It's 1 minute to post time. 1 minute to post time. Sorry for having you guys sit through this. And Race 6, number 6 for the win. No, number 4. Number 4 for the win. Number 6, though, is the favorite. So, all right, they're going around 0 minutes to race. They haven't started putting them in the gate yet, but they're walking them around. Oh, we know now is looking nice and chill. That's good. He doesn't look too sweaty. You get really concerned if you see them get really too much in a lather. 14-1 now. Yeah, there you go. He wins at 14-1. It is beautiful. Not to be greedy. And I didn't play the double here because the race before I was not in love with. The double where you pick the winner of one race and the next race. All right, they're putting the horses into the gate. And Wayno is going into the gate right now. And seems to be, let's see. Yeah, he's going straight in. That's good. He's not giving them any business. Sometimes it's tough to tell as they go through. They're giving a sideways look. It's 1:46 p.m. Eastern time. So we're getting ready to watch our man run. There they go. Good break for Wayno. Wayno is actually in first place right now. Yep, went right to this front. He's on the rail. Now he's a couple of horses have poked out in front of him. So he's in third place early on. Number 6 is up in front, followed by the number 11, which are the two favorites. Number 10 is sort of moved up, but it's Wayno's about a length off the lead. He went off at 16-1, which is nice. Wayno is now he's right up there with everybody. He's just off the lead. He's sort of like locked in. There's two horses on the outside of him, and it's going through. So he's looking forward. He's trying to make himself go through. All right, he's in third place right now, and he's having to go outside because he sort of got boxed in. Here he goes. He's in fourth place right now. Now he's in fifth place. Come on, boy. Come on. Yeah, we're not in the money. Oh, well, life goes on. The 2, 3, 6, 11, Wayno finished in, I think, 6th or 7th place. Okay. That was good. Come on, number 23. There you go. Yeah, Wayno is there to fund the Fish Room expansion. Hey, I'll tell you what, Elvis's estate got vandalized the other day. Yeah, Wayno looked good. His first run of the year. I'm pretty happy with it. I think he looked, overall, I think he looked really, really well. So, yeah. I can deal with that. That's okay. You know, it's all good. He's gonna be ready for his next races. I felt pretty good about it. So and so I thought he looked fine. So there you go. Yeah, I think number 6 was in third place. I think it was 3-11-6. A rumor has it number 7 and below become dog food. Actually, I can't speak for any of the other horses in there, but Wayno, this first run in almost a year. Um, he looked pretty good all the way through. So again, it's just it is what it is. I mean, he just again looked he looked good, and I was pretty happy with him. So I just wanted him to be there up at the front. He really was close, so it's we can deal with that. We can deal with that. Wayne O. Wayne, like the name Wayne with a space, then O. Wayne O. It I will tell you though, uh when you see a horse that you've invested even very little in win, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool all the way around. I mean, I find it really exciting. And looked really good all the way around. He just didn't quite pull it off. Canucks go down yesterday. Yeah, so what else going on in the fish room? I don't know. I have a bunch of baby bristle nose. They're getting to a pretty good size, so I think they'll make it to adult time. And they're looking good. They're chowing down on the cucumber, and so that's good. Do you know what? That's a good question. GRB Aquatics, how much it goes in? Essentially, here's what it goes in. Uh, I own my shares in the horses I own and through Wayno, through a website called myracehorse.com. And the deal is about My Racehorse, they allow you to buy micro shares. So micro shares, are teeny bits to it, but you don't have to pay the monthly fee. So there are some that you can buy a pretty good share of a horse where you're forking out the monthly fee for food, for board, medical stuff. Each month you're putting stuff in. Well, it comes out of your winnings. For instance, Wayno spent, uh, you know, uh, he, it was like just about 10 months since he ran his last race before today. And he had some injuries, so he had to go through scans or like CT scans. He went through therapy, water therapy. He went through that type of stuff, and that doesn't come out of my pocket. It comes out of my winnings. So Wayne O, My Racehorse owns about 60% of Wayne O, and the managing partner is Spendthrift Farm, which owns his sire Into Mischief, and so they want between both they want like about a $50,000 reserve thing for medical stuff and what have you. So he's about 20 our end about 13,000, 12,500, something like that in debt. So even if he won today, I wasn't going to get any money unless it went from there. But the next time he goes out, hopefully we'll get that reserve. And if we get that reserve, Then we'll go out and we'll do that next. Then we'll be into the profit margin. Wayno comes from really good bloodlines. His father is one of the biggest studs in the world into mischief. His mother has produced stakes winners, which is sort of the deal. So if he puts it all together and he wins like $1 million, wins a couple of state grade 1 stakes, he will go to stud, and I make money off of his stud fee for the rest of his life. So there you go. Or unless they sell him, and if they sell him, I get a payment from it and go from there. So that's how it works. You need lurking material? No, I can't go for a few more hours. I got to go and I got to do stuff. But so that's sort of the deal. I got to get junk done around the house. One of my coworkers has offered, and to help bring over a chainsaw. I have like a small tree too close to the foundation, and I need to cut the doggone thing down. So he's offered to come over and do that. So I'll send him a text saying it's with chainsaw. Yeah, let's see what happens. So there you go. D, down the wormhole. Thanks for making it. Great having you here. See you next time, Renee. I got to head out too. We've been here for an hour and 13 minutes. I'll clean off the glass of my Amica Splendens tank and show off the fry, and go from that. And yeah, congrats, Renee, on your fry, your latest video. Looking at all those Guppy fry, it looks great. I know, D. I know. I'll try to make your live stream tomorrow. And last week I made it. Like the last couple of weeks before, I did not, but I'll try to make it tomorrow. And because I'm not doing anything, I'm just home hanging out. I'm gonna make myself some lunch and hang out with my dog. See you Monday night for the live stream. We're gonna be celebrating Bolo's birthday. Bolo turns 13 on Monday. Pretty exciting. All right, gang. You have a great day. Have a great weekend. Happy Labor Day, and enjoy your time.